NFL Trending News Script. Anchor, Roger. Good evening, everyone. I'm Roger, and welcome to NFL Trending, your go-to source for breaking stories, major trades, and everything that's shaking up the National Football League. Tonight, our top story comes out of Cleveland, where the Browns have officially parted ways with one of Shedeur Sanders' key teammates in a move that has left fans stunned and analysts scrambling for answers. The surprising trade has quickly become one of the most talked about stories of the week, and for good reason. The Cleveland Browns made headlines today after trading away wide receiver Malik Benson, a former college teammate of Shedeur Sanders, and one of the players many expected to develop alongside the young quarterback. Benson, who joined the Browns in the offseason and had been viewed as part of the team's long-term offensive plan, is now headed to the Carolina Panthers in exchange for a fifth-round draft pick and conditional late-round compensation in 2026. The trade comes as a surprise, not just because Benson had shown chemistry with Sanders, but because the Browns had repeatedly praised his work ethic and leadership during training camp. Reports from inside the organization suggest that financial considerations and depth chart adjustments were major factors in the decision. However, many believe there's more to this story than meets the eye. Sources close to the team indicate that the Browns have been exploring ways to create more cap flexibility ahead of the trade deadline. With several veterans set to hit free agency next offseason and the front office focused on maintaining roster balance, Benson's departure could be the first domino in a series of upcoming moves. Still, it's a tough pill to swallow for fans who had high hopes for his connection with Shedeur Sanders, a connection that had roots stretching back to their college days. Benson, who played with Sanders at Colorado, was known for his route-running precision and ability to stretch defenses vertically. During their college tenure, the two developed a strong rapport that helped elevate the Buffalo's offense and put Sanders on the national radar. Many analysts saw Cleveland's acquisition of Benson as a smart move, one that could ease Sanders' transition into the NFL by surrounding him with familiar faces. Now, that plan appears to have been cut short. Shedeur Sanders, who has remained relatively quiet about personnel matters since entering the league, has not yet spoken publicly about the trade. However, sources within the Browns' locker room describe him as surprised but focused. One teammate told reporters that Sanders maintained strong leadership and professionalism, emphasizing that the NFL is a business, and Shedeur understands that. Still, those close to him say the trade is a reminder that professional football moves fast, and loyalty only goes so far when roster spots and salary caps are on the line. Let's look at the trade itself and what it means for both sides. For the Cleveland Browns, the move clears roughly $2.4 million in cap space this season and gives them additional flexibility to pursue help at positions of need, notably on the offensive line and secondary. Injuries have plagued the Browns' depth, and insiders believe general manager Andrew Berry is preparing for more roster shuffling before the trade deadline. The Browns' front office also appears confident in its young receiving core. Rookie standout Jeremiah Harris has emerged as a reliable target in recent weeks, while veteran Amari Cooper continues to anchor the passing game. With Benson gone, look for Elijah Moore and David Bell to take on expanded roles. Offensive coordinator Alex Van Pelt reportedly believes the offense will maintain its rhythm despite the change. For the Carolina Panthers, this trade is about opportunity. The Panthers have been desperate to add offensive weapons around quarterback Bryce Young, whose development has been hindered by inconsistent pass protection and a lack of deep threats. Malik Benson could immediately step into a starting role, giving Carolina the vertical element it's been missing. Panthers head coach Dave Canales praised the move earlier today, saying, Malik's speed and familiarity with pro-style concepts make him a natural fit for what we're trying to build here. The trade also reunites Benson with several former college assistants, who are now part of the Panthers staff, a connection that could help him adapt quickly. Carolina fans have already taken to social media to express excitement, calling the move low risk, high reward, and potentially one of the savviest trades of the season. From a broader league perspective, this deal raises questions about the Browns' direction and how Shedeur Sanders fits into their long-term vision. Sanders, who was drafted as the potential quarterback of the future, has shown flashes of brilliance but is still adjusting to the pace of the NFL. Losing a trusted target like Benson could slightly slow their development, especially as Cleveland continues to tweak its offensive identity. Analysts on ESPN and NFL Network were quick to weigh in. Former NFL executive Mike Tannenbaum called the trade a calculated risk for Cleveland, noting that while the financial logic makes sense, the timing is unusual given Sanders' early-stage development. Others, like former wide receiver Nate Burleson, described the move as cold but necessary, emphasizing that successful franchises must make difficult decisions to build sustainable success. It's also worth noting that the Browns' offense has been in transition since the start of the season. With a new offensive coordinator, a reshuffled line, and a quarterback still finding his footing, consistency has been elusive. Fans in Cleveland have voiced frustration on social media, questioning why the team would disrupt the chemistry between Sanders and Benson just as the offense was beginning to click. Team insiders insist, however, that the decision was purely strategic. In a statement released this afternoon, General Manager Andrew Berry said, "We appreciate Malik's contributions to our team. This decision was made in the best interest of our organization's long-term success." While Berry didn't elaborate, his comments suggest that more moves could be on the horizon. The reaction from fans has been mixed. Some view the trade as a setback in Sanders' early career, while others trust the front office's vision. Social media lit up within minutes of the announcement, with Brown's trade trending nationwide. On X, formerly Twitter, one fan wrote, "Why trade Shedeur's guy when he's just getting started?" Another commented, "If we win, no one will care. It's that simple." Meanwhile, in Carolina, optimism is high. Panthers fans believe Benson could become an integral piece in rebuilding an offense that has struggled to find rhythm since Cam Newton's departure. The organization sees this as a low-cost addition with significant upside, and Benson's familiarity with fast-paced, dynamic offenses could breathe new life into their passing game. Looking ahead, the Browns are now expected to pursue another receiver before the trade window closes. Rumors suggest that Cleveland has shown interest in a few veteran options, including Darnell Mooney and Hunter Renfrow, though no deals have been finalized. If the Browns can add another dependable target, the loss of Benson may ultimately be mitigated. For Shedeur Sanders, the challenge is clear: adjust, adapt, and continue to grow. The NFL has always been about resilience, and this moment will test his ability to stay locked in amid change. His leadership and poise have already impressed teammates and coaches alike. If he can maintain that focus and continue developing chemistry with the remaining receivers, Cleveland's offense could still be on an upward trajectory. In the end, trades like this are a reminder that the NFL is as much about business as it is about football. Emotions aside, teams must constantly balance short-term performance with long-term goals. For the Browns, that means tough decisions. For Shedeur Sanders, it means proving he can thrive regardless of who's catching his passes. So while today's trade may sting for fans who love the Sanders-Benson connection, it could also mark the beginning of a new chapter, one that tests Cleveland's resilience and defines how quickly their young quarterback can grow into a true franchise leader. This story is far from over, and we'll continue to track every update, every quote, and every ripple effect from this surprising trade. I'm Roger, and you've been watching NFL Trending. Stay tuned for more breaking NFL news, analysis, and updates all season long. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.